actually work on FTL reports too.
Holy. Okay, I had to clap on radio even against the sheriff. I told him afterwards, like I told him I had to explain myself. I'm like, we're not gonna, cause like, look, I know this isn't his forte, right? But for the love of God, if there's a bomb threat in a van, you're not gonna hold that away from us. This isn't your county. This is our goddamn department. And then in the midst of a aircraft getting like bombing this building, and you know, you're not calling 78s and breaking people off. We have I just got done hearing from her. She got 22'd when she called 78s about the bombing. So do you know how I found that aircraft? Because I heard all the shit on radio, and I'm like, fuck this. This is my goddamn department. I went to go look for it.
And Ventura said, no, maybe we should document those 311s. We were going to break off an A boost, and they're like, just not 78s, just kidding or something. So then I'm like, let me monitor the channel.
No, because what happened, oh my God, I still don't know what happened, because what happened was like, okay, it seemed like a minor call, and then it just kind of escalated, right? The moment the SUVs were in the thing, the sheriff noted that there was a bomb in it. I don't know why. I've got to look at the report. But fine. There's a bomb threat, whether valid or not. That's not something. There may be reasons to withhold it. There may be reasons to withhold it. You need to say it as such, right? But the moment someone's 78ing about, like, and I can recognize that, right? Like, because it's sensitive, let's say, right? And fine. But now there's an airplane, and we're saying it's not code 4 because maybe, I can only speculate here, maybe he was communicating with someone. Maybe he pressed the wrong button on something. And maybe as a consequence, maybe that's why the drone came. But you're not going to cover up, dumb fuck, right? Right now, there is a immediate threat. We'll figure out if you did something by accident after the fact. Right now, if something's blowing up a government building with number one people inside, possibly suspects inside, and the department that fucking runs the entire fucking county, all right, you're not going to fucking 22 anybody.
Did he on radio? Because I see she 311 day. I didn't see 22.
It was on radio as well. And the comm sort of stopped for it, right? Which is why I said, I got to go handle this myself, which is how I found the drone. I just said, okay, airplane, bombs, etc. Let me check the airport. Ran into civilians. I'm like, have you seen a military jet? They pointed me to it. Pop, pop. You know what I mean? But
notice how none of them came to the airport except for we had one Blaine County. Listen, they never come to these calls. They never investigate.
They can get the fuck out of my county then.
They don't care.
I'm serious. They can get the fuck out of my county. I was about to call that shit on radio. What the fuck are you doing? Hand holding in the fucking sack. Right?
I
we have not a regular 78s. All right. We have a goddamn military plane attacking the police department.
They're chilling in Hydra's fucking or they're not supposed to be, period.
It's bro, just get the fuck off duty if you want to go ERP or whatever the fuck is happening up there. Right?
Yeah.
And if it's not related to this, why are you on duty? Why are you a cop? And if there's a reasonable explanation for it, fine. Communicate that, because
no, I agree. I think it was warranted.
It's not fair for the rest of the department.
Everything. That's why I didn't speak up. I think I will say though, the joking about.
By the way,
I told them.
Oh, see, I don't give that much of a shit, but
and then being pissed when somebody's
I'm gonna play into it a bit.
A bomb. Like it's either all serious. Like you can't just pick and choose when you want to fuck around. Because if you're fucking around, then other people think they can fuck around. If this is a serious situation, we need to lock in. We can fuck around after.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it deteriorates the fabric of San Andreas when something like this is going on and we're treating it like it's some Papega shit, right? Because then it will become Papega. It's and that sort of attitude resonates to the rest of the department. They said, you know what? I can skip this too. Oh, it's not a fucking A+ boost or some shit that I'm interested in. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It deteriorates the entire department. So
that's what I was explaining to the cadets. I'm like, this isn't a normal situation. Yeah. However, when something like this does happen, investigative team, a detective, or an experienced officer has to document everything that happened because this is an act of terrorism. It's not everybody's thing. However, it is our job to support, defend, secure everything that we have to do. And that's what we were doing. So, you know, I just took the time to explain certain things like that. I'm like, this is not normal because they're like, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what we're supposed to do. And I'm like, just listen to what they're saying on the radio. Listen to what they're doing. We're trying to figure out where this plane came from. We're trying to get it impounded. We're trying to document everything we see. So yeah, it was a learning experience for them.
I will be questioning Captain Ventura. I will be questioning Jenna and the other one. I'm gonna do it professionally. But I need answers why my department is being attacked and they're not here or on McNulty's call.
True.
So
true. Yeah, I was wondering why they were still on channel 2 when that 78s were on channel 1. Then I heard them saying that it was a bomb in the car.
The bomb van situation.
Right.
Yeah.
But they didn't break off, but they didn't, when they secured it, they didn't attach to our scene either. So
yeah. And they know damn well what was happening. And if they're clueless, that's equally an issue, right?
Yep. I'm gonna be honest, it's every time, unless it's their situation, which 9 out of 10 times it is not. They will not attach, they will not assist, they just do whatever the fuck they want, and that's how it's always been for fucking months.
I feel like
I am the way I am when it comes to them, because they don't fucking support anything we do. They don't support their own officers when it comes to warrants, raids, anything.
Yeah.
LSPD has to support their officers that even do anything besides ping chase. So it's exhausting. I don't care. That's why I just don't even fucking, I try to say something about it and it's like, oh, well, you know, so whatever. I just do my thing. I don't give a fuck. And teach my cadets. And the more officers we have, the less we fucking need of them down here.
Then why do they have all the certs?
Because I have no idea.
That needs to change.
I agree.
How many times are you gonna catch someone in this dog shit?
You know what's crazy is Romello is the reason that the whole TRT got wiped. I'm not trying to talk shit on Mello because I do like Mello. I think he's great.
No, he's a dumbass.
All the certs got wiped of TRT,
Pause.
and I have not seen
that
one
guy
person.
is as much of a vibe check Andy as the next.
Oh, he's fucking Ventura's little best friend.
Yeah.
I have not seen one fucking person come down here for TRT from Blaine County. Not fucking one.
Jesus, you were.
Oh, they really clearly cleared TRT for what? For what? Hey, you could come in.
Y'all trying to come in here?
Yeah, you guys could come in the office. Yeah.
I don't want to go beyond us two on this.
You're good.
Have they said? Yeah. Oh wait, what'd you guys say? Did you guys say what? Huh?
We're talking about the different calls and stuff.
Yeah. So
Peter's just had to clean up this fucking gang war by himself. Apparently.
Well, I just literally took him to the hospital. I fucking dropped him off at the hospital.
Yeah.
So I'm not dealing with this fucking shit.
Knight and I did that last night when they crashed the cargo, Bob. We just drove the 2 people that fell out of it, and we're like, we're not touching this shit.
I mean, it was at the VU. It's like the 50th one of the day. There's like bank trucks going on. We also have the bombing. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
So what's up with that bombing? I responded to something earlier. Is Robert Neumann? Is that
another bombing?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and break it down. So I don't know what kicked it off. McNulty's statement should be in there. But TRT operation was going on up at the news center. I broke off because, just ADHD or whatever. I had other shit to do. Fast forward, I'm down here. I think there's only like 4 officers on duty, like 10-8, I should say. And we're chasing a white SUV. It had a GPS ping go off on it. It was related to some attempted murder of some Go Postal worker. And that then turned into finding out that there's 2 SUVs, both of which came back to a particular individual that can be found in the report. And then it sort of like slowly escalated.
Is there multiple? Is there multiple reports on it? Because I see the one.
Yeah, there's going to be like 2. They should be linked.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. So I responded to the. I just wanted
let
to
me
give you a
finish,
head.
please.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It then escalated to multiple vehicles getting involved, which we had to break off, separate units for. And eventually, after having the SUV down here, McNulty noted that there was a bomb in it, which is when that was evacuated out. Units started attaching in, and it got a little SBS, just to simplify. And as it was leaving, a fighter jet, a drone came and started bombing and shooting up the PD. 78s was called. 78s were then 22'd, which is brain dead, which I'm not going to get into right now. We can discuss more afterwards in a smaller circle.
Okay.
A drone was found in a hangar. It was shot. It was transported to Zancudo Airfield for deconstruction. Those 2 situations are related. So,
okay. Do you need anything from me on this whole thing?
Yeah. I did have to shut down some of that. Let's just say SBS energy. I don't know how else to describe it. Including members of BCSO High Command, which I did speak to McNulty afterwards to explain why I came in hot. Situation has been resolved, but we did have officers detach themselves for God knows what reason. I am going to be questioning why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an issue with McNulty? If it is McNulty, I got to get the chief on this.
I already spoke to him about it. Him and I are resolved. Okay, it's very simple. He was we had a bomb. Something may have occurred that caused the bomb to happen. I don't, whatever. But the main issue was when 78s were called with the bombs coming down, it was 22'd and de-escalated, leaving officers not knowing what to do. I overrode that and said it was a 78s. And then when we found the drone, given the circumstances surrounding it, we're asked to get on channel 2, and I said we are not going to be doing that. So it was mostly just sternness, but like I said, him and I spoke it out. So,
okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm around for like another 2 hours if you need anything from me.
I'm gonna be out for the day, so if you guys need anything, I'll be back on duty a lot earlier tomorrow. I had like a migraine when I woke up today, so
yeah,
chill.
I do got something actually. What's happening with the Cyprus raid on Bo? I haven't heard anything back after I provided my statement.
Gave it to the chief?
Yep. I need to know whether,
Yeah, let me I will okay, you want to know if it's being looked into okay, I already know. Let me talk to Turner tomorrow. You already told him your stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, because I knew me telling him I didn't have all the specifics, and I knew I couldn't remember all the key stuff, which is why I wanted something to reference. However, I think you talking to him was fine. I will reach out and see if he's going to be on duty tomorrow. And then, so hopefully if you're around tomorrow, we can figure out what's going on.
For me, I just want to know, like, what's up, because it's
Isn't
bad,
it going
right?
to court, too? I think it is.
Well, that's what's cooked about it, right? And why we got to act, it's...
Yeah, is it? Let me look at the docket stuff. I'm curious. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think anything's been done. But I think talking to Turner about it tomorrow is our best option, and then you can decide from there what you feel you need to do.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, no, it does. Okay, well.
Before you go off duty, Maxwell, can you read over the search warrant? It was already signed once. I just needed to resubmit it.
Holy, is the MDT broken?
I've been doing that occasionally.
Did you just get flashbanged?
No, I see all these warrants going out for Charlie, Joyce, and Frank DeLuca.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. So, okay.
Oh
no,
my
so,
God.
Okay, so this is the thing that happened is those people were taken into custody during the shootout right at Storm. Their weapons were their weapons were essentially taken and cut loose. Like we didn't have control of that situation whatsoever. I understand they were in cuffs, but it could have gone a bunch of different ways. So what I had the officers do is pull the weapons, run the guns, and those are all the incidences that they came back to. So I told them to essentially go through to each incident and put out warrants for those individuals.
Wait, each incident? Nah. Oh, so these are the hot gun charges?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh,
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
I don't know if we could do that. Can we? Well, I guess we would do the warrant for the possession charge report.
Yeah, but
then
I think the thing is we would need it's such a weird situation. We would need
I'm so confused
the
though.
initial reason for articulating why it was taken.
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, so why are there 10 of them?
Okay, so essentially what happened, were you around before you weren't around before the storm, were you?
No, it's in Afghanistan.
Okay.
Oh no,
so
I was.
There was okay. So did you respond to the shootout? The shootout before the storm, where it was just like it kicked off, and it was just like all we had were 2 suspects in custody, and they were shooting down cops, and they were shooting down custodies. Manor were also shooting each other.
Yeah, I got cussed out on that one.
Sure.
You don't remember? Okay. So
well,
essentially,
I say that in that like it happens 5 times a day. Wait, didn't I go to?
You weren't on duty for it. So what ended up happening was
I was on duty.
Like we started closing down or trying to shut down a situation. Next to
I had 95s. That's why. Okay, that makes sense.
We tried to shut down a situation which happened next to Senior Buns. They were shooting down each other, but then they turned on us and started gunning us down. And then like right as that happened, like a bunch of cops dropped. 2 suspects were in custody at the time, but the storm hit. So they came to MRPD, and I wasn't sure if I should push charges in that because it could have gone either way there. So I was like, just take their guns. We'll press charges later.
I heard that on radio.
So it can be articulated.
Wait, you said that? I thought Rupert said it.
I don't know who said it. I think I think I approved it. Rupert might have said it over the radio, but I think I approved it.
Dude, my memory. I wonder if it's my memory that's really good, or everyone's memory is more cooked.
Because the whole reason or the initial reason we would have had it is from that situation. I don't know if we should push that one.
Well, can you confirm?
Confirm about what?
Why? Well, what was the reason for just taking their shit?
Because they were on the scene documenting them.
Yeah, we were on the scene. We documented them. They were shot down and they were in cuffs. Yeah. But then,
no. I get it. Sorry. Let me rephrase. Why did we just take their things and cut them loose?
I don't. So the thing is,
that matters because. Okay, if
the PD after it was the meeting time, so Storm rolled through, so they came back to the PD, and that's when they took their stuff and cut them loose. I'm gonna be honest.
I think they took their shit before the storm even hit.
Oh, they may have. So that's right. And
what I'm getting at is like, because if we said like, hey, we're gonna take your shit and cut you loose, I don't know if you could press charges on that. If we said, we're going to take your things and then we just happen to not process. You get what I'm saying? Like,
one is saying that.
Yeah.
So I said we're gonna have to run your guns. I don't know what the other officers conveyed to them is the thing.
So we just need to ask them. But I believe Doc was one of them, which is why him and I went and collected evidence with Peach. We took Air 1, landed on the roof that they were shooting us from, that they're saying they didn't fucking shoot us from, but they're stupid. Collected evidence from the roof, collected evidence from Ginger. Then they started picking off officers on Dorset and Las Lagunas, specifically hid their car waiting for us to pick up Jack, and then got out of their car and shot us. Like, they were attacking us. I don't think they should just be cut fucking loose after being assholes like that. It's actually crazy that he pulled up to us and was like, "We're not fucking shooting you. Why are you fucking shooting us?" And I'm like, "You guys just shot cops from the roof."
Yeah, the thing in that situation, when they do start shooting down cops and it's like mid situation, is like,
yeah. And he pulls up to you and says that. Like, who says that?
I understand that. What I'm saying is, like, that situation, we could have been wiped there. I mean, there's a huge potential, especially with both gangs shooting at us at that point. There's like, how do you play that out? I understand you want to go after them, but it's like,
Who, me? No. My key here is, did we detain and arrest them or no?
they were detained and put into cuffs. I mean,
so not arrested,
right? I mean, they weren't brought to the station.
Therefore, none of that evidence can be.
Right. That's the thing I'm saying.
Yep. Because the thing is, like, I get what you're saying, Maxwell. Like, storms coming and stuff, but like, unless we couldn't, like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
usually what happens though, they come to the.
No, we tell them, right? We tell them you're under arrest. Come back after.
Yeah,
storm.
which is why they came to the PD to turn themselves in, and then they were told to leave by Peters.
Well, no. Hold on. We were literally mid shootout and being shot down by them. So that this is my thinking. Then, if we're mid shootout and we're being shot down by them, even if we tell somebody that they're under arrest, but we all get shot down.
You're saying that the storm happened while.
The person asked assistant to ask Chief Peters.
I'm saying that the storm, like, we were being gunned down, and then the storm happened and saved us.
Oh, well, we shouldn't have taken their shit yet then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
What was the shit taken at Mission Row?
I think it was taken on. I believe it was taken on scene.
Wait.
Yeah, the besties got pissed off because we were shooting them on a roof. Said they weren't shooting us, but they were on the same roof that bullets were flying from. So then I think it was recovery of their people. Manor
was also shooting us down.
Yes, Manor was the ones, I believe, that was turning themselves in. Those were the people that were down on Ginger. So yeah, they got detained. I think besties were probably trying to get their people, but King shot down. Must have been one of them, because that's when they pulled up to us saying, "Why the fuck are you shooting us on the roof?" And I'm like, "You guys are fucking shooting us, so we're shooting back." Like, I don't even know why I'm being asked that on a scene. And then he took off and ambushed Jack right after that. And the triage was over at Ginger. So the whole thing was yeah, definitely close to storm. I don't care if we push charges, but we absolutely went and cleared up all the evidence, because we can't just have it lingering. People are pushing some crazy shit on reports lately from evidence that we don't know how long it's been sitting there.
I'm gonna be real. I think all that shit cannot be utilized. You probably could find a way to do it, but that sounds like a headache and a half.
Yeah, I don't care as long as it's all cleaned up. I don't know. I think is Doc the one that pushed all those warrants?
No, it was I told the cadet. I'm gonna take the responsibility on that one. I ultimately told the cadet, which I don't really give a fuck, regardless if they get shut down or not. It's good that she articulated all that. I'll go through, I'll talk to her, I'll pull it down.
Okay.
But
that's fine. I mean, the guns that we have, they're just off the street. We just have to document that they weren't pushed due to reasons in the report, and that's it. Like, that's the end of those.
Yeah. Sidebar: do we have cadets just hanging out in the hallway nowadays? Are you guys noticing that? Is that being in? Well, yeah. I mean, she's been here for a minute.
Yeah.
which
who, Tori?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just very passionate about. I don't know. I have no idea.
SGP is.
Yes.
Rupert, who wants to meet?
Hi, Sergeant Knight. It's Rupert calling. I'm wondering if I get your assistance in getting a warrant off.
Nope.
Please, search warrant.
I got way too much. You're gonna have to find someone else, unfortunately.
Okay, lovely. Next question, sir. The thing earlier on at Grove Street.
Yeah.
Something I should be concerned about? You asking me to leave, or?
What do you mean?
Well, you asked me to leave, and I just want to know, is it like something I should be concerned about, or?
Should you be concerned about it? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you asked me to leave. I was concerned that you would, I don't know, worried about me being there for some. I'm confused, sir. I've not been asked to. I'm a deputy, sir. If you want me to leave, I'll go as I'm told.
Exactly that.
Thank you, sir.
I don't. I know that sometimes, like, this is nothing against you personally, there, Rupert, but PD is full of tea sippers. I don't fuck with tea sipping unless it's appropriate. So, when given the conversation that was happening, if you're on scene, you weren't there to like tap into what that conversation was about. Because
I'll explain. Sorry, I'm currently pursuing a search warrant against Mr. Kane. That's why I was confused whether it had something to do with that. So, but if it hasn't, then I apologize for intruding. It's not my business.
No. It's just it was a I don't want to say like private conversation, but one that does not need to be talked about by those that are not involved with the conversation.
Get it. And you don't know me to know whether or not I would be a talker. I get it. So I would have told everybody to fuck off. But I appreciate it, sir. And as I say,
in fact, that entire car that had Peter's vehicle, filled with people with Peter's vehicle in it, should have fucked off as well. However, I thought it was Peter's. So.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something I'd done. You know what I mean? Because I had some issues with
actually, we can talk about what you have did, since you want to bring that up. Do not. I noticed that you remember that day you came up to me yesterday, and you were like, "Hey, Knight, like da 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 da, like we need to this and that," and I was like, "Go write your report and then put your recommendation in it."
Yeah.
And instead, I look back at the report and you put criminal use in there.
For whom, sir?
Do you remember the conversation we had in the dispatch room yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, sir. I would like to think that I didn't write that bit in italics that's now boxed out. I put reference Aaron Joyce. I don't know who put that above, sir. I don't think it was me.
The crossing out?
No, the bit that I put was reference Aaron Joyce. The bit above about criminal use, sir, was not me. It's 16630, the incident, sir.
16630, incident 16630. LSI, yes. You didn't put if you find an individual, blah, blah, blah.
No, sir, that was not me, sir. The only line I put reference our conversation was reference Aaron Joyce, visually ID'd in photos, potential warrant.
Okay, good. Okay. I was concerned.
I will say, sir.
Whoever the fuck put that in there is a dumbass. So
I agree, but I will say, sir, I did fuck up on that one because I arrested James Walding in the same outfit and didn't clock it. So I've noticed that, and I did fuck that. So.
Yeah, it's going to be worked on a little bit at a time. If you find people putting criminal use charges, scuffed AI, let me know because that needs to stop. I've been constantly finding it. It's fucking useless. It's destroying cases and no bueno. And I'm sure you understand why. It's criminal use if there's literally nothing else. Like it's a fucking boost scene. Right?
Anti-blasting
not
on
I get
it.
Fucking
I agree,
AOS
sir.
And gang-related shooting. That just tells me
on federal property, sir. I agree.
On anything, right? It's like you leave that open, right? You have no conclusive information, and if you just put criminal use, you know, what are we going to fucking end up putting murderers? They're going to be walking free, right?
No, so I couldn't agree more.
Easy.
Yeah, that
appreciate
one wasn't
Rupert.
on. That wasn't
I got to
me,
get
sir.
to work. I appreciate you calling me, but yeah, it was nothing personal. Everybody gets that energy. But if you see me talking privately, I expect it to be private. And
no, that's. Yep. I'm not trying to pry, sir. That wasn't what it was. I just want to make sure I hadn't.
You're good.
Up, so.
You're good.
Thank you.